you say, I know you've been to many training camps now, is there a different tone, a different pace, anything different here in the first few days of this one for the group to kind of?
Yeah, I mean, I think the pace is good. I think the practices have been good. I think the worst part is the ice right now, but you know, that's not the most important thing right now. So yeah, I think it's been good.
A lot of guys have been talking about how this camp or this year after the disappointment Stanley Cup final is a little different than last year because you've turned the page a little quicker. Is that fair to say this year than you did?
I mean, every camp is similar, but every camp is kind of different too. You know what I mean? It's like every camp is itself, but at the same time, camp is camp, right? So, you know, we're preparing for another long season and hopefully with a better outcome.
It's been like 211 games over the last 2 seasons. How do you, and it's another long grind to come, how do you keep it fresh? How do you keep it exciting when you have
You got to take care of yourself, you know, find the little enjoyments along the way and, you know, get a day off here and there and just enjoy the ride of it all. So, yeah, we're ready for another long season, hopefully.
When Connor spoke yesterday, he commented that maybe things felt a little stale at times last year, and he said his session yesterday was one of the best practices they've had in a long time. Do you share any of those sentiments about staleness last year or just the injection of new blood this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think the practices have been good. You know, good pace, they're good sweat. So, like I said, I think it's been good 2 first days.
When you have younger guys trying to make the team, we know who Savoy, Howard, other guys. What's the line for you? You know, because you talked looking back when you were younger, some of the first games against Kopitar and stuff like that. Now as a veteran, what's the line for you to? I got to give these guys advice, or just let them figure things out on their own. You know what I mean?
Well, you try to help out wherever you can, of course, but it needs to come from them a little bit as well. You know, I can't be the one going up to them constantly telling them what to do, what to change. You know, they got to show that, you know, they're willing to learn and they want to learn from the best. And I think all those guys, they have that. And I think along the way you just learn so many lessons and so many little things that you just don't learn when you're that age, right? So yeah, all of them have been great, and hopefully they can adapt quick and help us out.
Leon, David Thomas had some octagon climb as well. He had multiple options as to where he could have gone. I know it's just captain skates and that sort of thing, but have you noticed anything about him over, you know, in his play? Because he's a little bit more mature. He's not a prospect. He's a man.
Yeah, I think that part you can tell. You can tell that he's played pro hockey for a while, and you know, he seems to be somebody that certainly knows where to put the puck. You know, he can certainly finish. Try not to pay too much attention or put too much stock into these captain skates. But he looks good. I think he looks really good. I don't know how he's looked in the practices, but in the captain skates, I thought there's a lot there.
You pushed your game into some more areas last year. I know you were happy with your defensive play, overall game, that sort of thing. When you look to this year, what sorts of things do you focus on for yourself? And parts of your game that you're kind of always have an eye on?
Well, I think just continue to chip away at, you know, the other side of the puck. You know, I'd like to be in the Selke conversation at the end of this year, and you know, obviously there's a lot of things that go into that, and a lot of things that you know, I can learn and get better at, but there's also a lot of things that I think I do really well already. So just looking to chip away at it and get even better.
Let me just follow up on that. So in your first few years coming into the league, how different is it for you to be in that headspace? I want to be a guy that is in the Selke conversation, maybe versus when you were younger and it was offense and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's every player coming into the league, I think, especially every highly touted offensive player. You know, first couple of years, you want to put up numbers. You want to establish yourself as somebody that can score and make plays and at times even be flashy. You know, that's just a little bit of immaturity. That's every kid has that. But with age, I think you just learn to grow that the other parts of the game are actually just as much fun as scoring and assists and all those things. You know, stripping someone, playing good defense. It's a lot of fun too. So it's a lot of work, but a lot of fun.
And is it maybe also the realization that you being in the Selke conversation probably helps this team win and be better when it matters and all?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I think if I can continue to do that and continue to chip away at it and maybe just get 1% better at it every year, yeah, I think certainly it would help our team.
Leon, you mentioned Kopitar is announced he's going to retire. He's won a couple of Selkies. What did you learn from playing against him?
Yeah, I mean, Kopi was always, my idol growing up, or one of my two guys that I really looked up to, and I've learned so much from playing against him, from watching him. You know, I had the privilege of playing with him at the World Cup in 2016, and kind of took me under his wing there, and we've had a close friendship ever since. So, first of all, amazing career, like truly one of the best to do it, and we'll see. Maybe we got another couple battles against him, so I won't let him off the hook yet. But just a fantastic career.
You love his two-way game.
Yeah, I mean it's as good. It's as good as it gets. Like, it's as good as you'll ever see. And it's the consistency part, right? That he's done it for a long time. He does it every day, every game, and I think that's something that I took a little bit in getting to, but I'm at a point now where I'm the same way. So, just hats off to truly an amazing player.
Have you reached out to him at all?
I have, yeah.
Like I saw the press conference yesterday. It looked like he was ready. Right?
Yeah. I mean, he's played for a long time. He's won everything there is to win. So, very happy for him. But I'm sure he's excited for one more year.
There's been some changes on this team in the offseason, a little younger, maybe a little faster. What do you make of what this club looks like right now?
Yeah, I certainly agree with what you're saying. I think we can be a little bit maybe energetic, maybe a little bit faster. How it all plays out, how our team's going to look, what our dynamic is, what our identity is, that's all to be seen. You got to work on that. You have to create that. So, but yeah, I think everybody looks good, and we'll see what we have.